No, but I'm excited, you know, for the city. I'm excited for the staff. I'm excited for the school. What we've done this summer has been amazing, or nothing short of amazing, to be able to get and land the #1 recruiting class in the country is a blessing. I wanted this so badly for so many reasons, and to be able to do that in such a short period of time is just, I thank God for that opportunity.
You surprise yourself even?
I don't know if I can surprise myself because I'm so driven. Our whole staff is driven. We're motivated, and I really felt like when I got this job that's what I could do when I got here.
When did you were on outside the lines today with your latest national thing. Is it, you talk about for the city, is it gratifying for you to see Memphis getting so much pop around the country? For sure, because this is what the fans wanted. This is what the city needed. This is what the school needed. And for us to be relevant around the country again in a positive light, and to see Memphis everywhere, that's a big deal.
What does Boogie Impressions bring to this team?
Boogie brings shooting. He brings playmaking ability. He's one of the best shooters in the country, one of the best scorers in the country, but he can also play the point guard as well. Precious is an energy guy, a high-level defender, runs the floor amazingly fast, which is what we need if we're going to fast break, rebounds the ball, shot blocks, shoots threes. I mean, he does a lot.
When you're dealing with so many top-ranked guys, what's the message that you're selling them to make them believe that they can all work together and that there's enough minutes for everyone?
Family and sacrifice. What happened early was Boogie, James, Lester, and Precious all got in a group chat, and then they added everyone else in the group chat, and all they've been talking about is sacrifice. I hear the rumors of how you're going to, make everybody happy, how are these things are going to happen, but I think there are young leaders emerging from this group chat that they're saying, hey, we're going to sacrifice for one another so we can all have the bigger goal, and I like that.
Are the current players?
No, yeah, all of the guys are in the group chat now. Everybody on the team.
Is it for guys like Tyler and Alo and Isaiah, the people who are coming back? Is this all degrading it with the welcoming it, or is there any? Boy, where are my minutes going to go?
Well, I haven't heard anything negative. I mean, I don't know what guys are thinking, because you got to know that you got all these freshmen coming here that it's going to be competitive. And if anybody's thinking negatively, then that means that they're not confident in themselves, actually. So to me, iron sharpens iron. You want to be around guys every day battling, having an opportunity to win a national championship. It can't just be about you. It has to be about us. And in that aspect, as long as we don't let the negatives creep in, then we can accomplish a lot.
I know you said you didn't surprise yourself, but how satisfying is it that the message you came up with when you took this job, the vision you were selling, that it was successful? Like how satisfying and gratifying is it that it all kind of worked according to how you planned it?
Yeah, it was basically God's plan. It worked accordingly to God's plan, because, like I said a long time ago, Desmond Merriweather and myself talked about this at Lester Middle School on how this thing was going to go, and it's crazy that it's going exactly that way. And when you're confident and when you work hard, good things can happen, and that's what's happened with the blessings of God. I say that because we foresaw this. Like Des and I talked about it, and now it's coming into fruition. It's here. And to actually have it happen, you had to have some help and some luck, because getting James, him coming to Memphis, him playing for me, jump-started everything, because the guys wanted to play with him as well. So, and then you get DJ, and then you get Malcolm, then you get Damian, you get all these kids, and then everybody wants to start playing together. And that last group really came together through group chat and talking to one another and saying, hey, we want to play together, and we believe in what their staff can do for us.
Is there progress on the home-and-home construction?
I haven't spoken to Cal recently, maybe like a month ago, but I haven't spoken to him. But I'm definitely going to be talking to him about a home-and-home or even a neutral site. We talked about a neutral site in Nashville before. He said give him a year. I talked to him at the Final Four. He wants a year. I don't want, I'll play anybody. That's my thing, even last year. And I don't want people thinking because we have a #1 recruiting class that I'm going to, okay, everybody play me. Is that I always want to play the best. And that's what I always do while I'm here as the head coach.
You mentioned that you wanted to have the highest scoring team and the best defensive team when you first got here. Some people kind of like to do that.
Right.
So how do you feel now that you got these kids that you can pull that up?
No, with this group, we could definitely be both. I think if they keep sacrificing and come in with open minds, that there's a lot that we can accomplish. Offensively, we're totally gifted. We know that, but we do have some elite defenders in this group. That you can put a group out there on the floor that can be long and athletic and cause problems for teams with the length.
Is this class done?
I don't know yet.
Expectations. People have talked about, now expectations are now expectations have been raised. I think you're not concerned about having raised expectations and now meeting them?
No, that's what we want. This is Memphis. We don't bluff. We want all the smoke. We want everything. We want everything to be about Memphis. We want it to be, hey, you guys are supposed to do this, and we need to reach that. That's what this city wants. That's what we want. That's who we are. We don't want to shy away from anything. We want this type of a group because we want to win a national championship. If we're going to hang the first banner in this building, or especially downtown at the FedEx Forum, then we're going to have to get talent. And with talent comes expectations, and that's what we want. That puts us in the conversation.
Did it look like this? It couldn't have looked like this.
It looked like this. It really did. Only because of the relationships and the personalities that both of us had. We just have so much confidence. We feel like if we get on the scene or got to the school that we can make things happen, and we always have made things happen.
There were skeptics, certainly when you were hired. There's skeptics even through the season. Are you not ready to claim victory until you hang the banner, I guess?
No, I can't claim victory over that because everybody has their opinion. I don't expect everybody to believe in me or to believe in what I can do. That's on me, and I'm a very confident person, so I don't need people. I've always been a leader. I don't need people to pat me on the back or anything. I'm going to be my hardest critic, my toughest critic, and my ultimate goal is a national championship. So nobody's going to be able to judge me or critique me harder than myself.
Of these most recent signees, who was the hardest to recruit?
Probably Precious.
Why is that?
Because of the relationships that he had around the country with Cole Anthony and those guys. He had relationships with other guys that he probably wanted to play with. So that was probably the toughest one in our eyes.
How do you convince a kid that's considering heading to the NBA without the reason to consider that another college?
Someone that wants to go in the draft, how do you convince them? Well, we'll know. As a staff, we played in the league, so we'll understand. With the way it is today, every kid can put their name in the hat and then pull out at a certain time if they don't get drafted. But I don't think it's our job to tell a kid to go or not to go. If a kid or his family feels like that they want to try, then that's up to them. I'm sure kids will know. And if it doesn't work, they have the right to come back to school. But it's not in a position for us right now to go, well, you shouldn't even be thinking about this. If they feel that way, they can go at least try.
That might have to do with Bergeron Tucker. Do you have any sense of whether he'll be coming or not coming?
Well, I can't speak on him. Yeah, I can't speak on him.
When you talk about you're not being done, does that hinge on whatever players end up here, or does it hinge on?
I think so.
Might be available?
I think so.
It hinges
Yeah.
on whatever players might be available.
Yeah.
You plan on going to the Bahamas, and also we just found the #1 class. Any other games that the ESPN or some major network may do going down forward?
Well, I'm pretty confident that ESPN will be coming and picking up a couple more games. We are going to the Bahamas. It's a big trip that we're going to announce to the city. We're going to go over there for a week, August 12th through the 19th, and play as a group in front of the nation and basically introduce this group to the nation. And we're taking the team to play 4 games in 7 days and use it as vacation, but also to use it to see where guys are and to see where the chemistry is and kind of see who's who. I know it's still early, but it'll give us an opportunity in game form, and we're inviting the city and everybody in the surrounding areas that want to go, that they can come over and watch. We need the whole city over there. No, I'm just saying.
How does your fantasy camp plays into the funding for this trip?
You know what? We've had very gracious donors that have helped us out with this trip. So this fantasy camp really doesn't play a huge part in that. It plays more part of what we're trying to do around here and things, of that nature. But the donors were very supportive.
There's been speculation about Sam Mitchell. Is he still on your staff?
Sam is not still on our staff right now. Sam decided to go in another direction, and we definitely appreciate Sam so much and support him. He's always going to be an older brother. I'm always going to talk to him, and we just, respect what he said.
What are your plans for that role? What type of, are you looking for someone like Sam, something different?
I really don't know. I think that's just for me and Mike and Tony to sit down and talk about it and what can complement us as a group and not just a name, and then just go from there.
Is the Larry Brown idea a dead idea, or just?
I think it's is it's just a dead issue. I think coach is just going to be a mentor for me now. I'm sure he wants to get back and coach, but I think that's dead for now.
When you have a timetable for when you would like to get that position filled?
I would love to do it before June 3rd. That's the first day of summer school.
When you spoke about expectations, how many of this incoming class do you think is expected to be one and done?
Probably all of them. You know how kids think nowadays. Every kid thinks that they're one and done. But reality sets in at some point. But honestly, you can say all, but realistically, maybe 3 or 4 probably think that, hey, I'm just going to go one and done. But every kid thinks that they're one and done.
They'll all be in school on June 3rd? Will all your
Yeah. They'll all be here June 3rd.
Boogie, can he run? And how confident are you that he can run the point?
I'm very confident that he can run point. Boogie's a driven kid. He's a kid that works really hard. When we were recruiting him the first time around, every time we called him, he was coming out of a gym. He was going into a gym. He worked 3 times a day, like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, running on the track, getting shots up, going to school, getting shots up after practice, and then going back to work out that night. That's the type of kid he is.
Eddie, what's your scholarship situation right now?
Scholarship situation is good. It's a good situation right now. It's a good situation. Not to try to avoid it.
How much does social media play an impact in putting this class together?
Social media plays a huge part, and also all of the kids love the fans. I have to give the fans kudos on that as well, because they're amazed at how much energy was in Memphis and wanting to win and wanting them to come. So they help recruit these kids as well. These kids all noticed on social media that our fans were heavily involved with wanting them to come here. And all kids want to do is they want to be wanted. And our staff did such a great job of just staying in touch and building relationships. And plus James Wiseman's relationship with those guys, that all just kind of came together properly.
Then you obviously knew what kind of player you were getting in James, but did you expect you were getting this kind of recruiter as well?
Well, I was hoping so, because I think that's what happened last year at Duke with Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett and all those guys. They recruited each other. Not that the coaching staff at Duke didn't have to do their work, but it's easier when guys go, hey, let's go play together. And I think this was happening a lot around the country right now.
As far as like the attention you're getting for the recruiting class you put together, is there like any negative like talk behind the back of stuff you get hearing on the end about you disrupting the like good old boy network and this top recruit going to the same place?
Well, I mean, I'm different. I'm different. Our staff is different. We're an NBA staff, in college. I mean, that's who we are, and we just doing what anyone else is doing. We're calling the kid, telling the kid what we can do for them, in the position that we can put them in and develop them and teach them, and also have an opportunity to win a national championship.
Leading these schools out of these top recruits, does that make scheduling games difficult?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope that it's a fair game and everybody out there has an opportunity to get a kid. I hope it doesn't stop it from being. But I know how some teams can be probably, but for us it wouldn't. We would want to play anyone.
Last year, your thoughts on R.J. Hamilton?
I don't think I can speak on RJ.
Thoughts on roles for have you started playing around in your head with like who's might I mean, not that you expect you to tell us, but I mean it must be sort of fun to imagine different people in different.
It's been like daydreaming in heaven, just thinking about the matchups of who could be out on the court. Honestly, I mean, this is a dream come true. Our city's excited, we're excited. So just to think about the matchup that you can put on the floor is a great feeling.
So last year you said you were getting off social media, but you slowly came back and took it with storm. What changed you from going off of social media to become the king of social media?
I don't know if I became the king, but I guess it's just how God moves me. Like whenever I want to post, I just post. It's not like a daily thing. And I think that it might have been timely on how things come out, but obviously, we know what's going on. There's a lot of energy. I'll definitely put a post, a thank you post to the fans, because they've been so influential in this thing. And everywhere we went when we had recruits in town, they were fantastic to the recruits. Hey, come here, we love you, everything. So, I mean, but the social media is all a part of it.
Like what would happen? So would you walk into a place with a recruit and what? Did you ever
We
see
walked into places and get standing ovations.
often?
I mean, a couple times, not often, but a couple times. The fans always came up because they knew what we were doing.
Can you tell me where you got a standing ovation?
Can I?
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
Coach, with the level of talent that's here on your roster now, will we see positionless basketball?
Oh, for sure. That's who we are. It's positionless basketball. We don't try to say, hey, just get the ball to the point guard. Point guard, you bring it up. We want everybody running. I think there's a lot of talent. Even James can get the ball off the backboard and push the ball up the court. So, it's positionless basketball.
There's a huge buzz right now that Memphis basketball is back. What would be your response to that?
I would say that Memphis basketball is back. I think that we're getting talent. It gives you an opportunity to win. And like I said, we're not shying away from that. We want people to say Memphis basketball is back versus not mentioning Memphis at all.
Last we heard, Will Penny was in the gym working on a comeback. How close is he to being?
I think Lil Penny is closer to coming back than you think.
Hey, open practices, open locker room about the game next year?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about that.
I like that question.
You've been a part of this media whirlwind a lot in your career, but how is this different these last few weeks at the end of April and May than before?
Way different. I mean, way different, because when you start landing the kids that people didn't think that you could get, and it just kept coming week after week or day after day, that's just major, because it doesn't happen every day. And it happened that way because these kids all had their dates set around the same times and when they wanted to announce. So that's how it happened. That's why it happened that way. But it was just this last 2 or 3 weeks has been way different than any other weeks that I've been here.
Have you heard from other Tigers of gratitude that you are putting the program back to where it's been?
Yeah, some, not a lot.
Yeah.
Some. I'm sure that they're thinking that and they're very proud. But no, we haven't heard from a lot, but we've heard from some.
Were you caught off guard or surprised by Antoine Jones?
Well, I mean, I've always said this: if a kid wants to leave, I'm always going to grant a kid to leave, because that's not my job to try to beg someone to stay. And I'm proud of Twan. Creighton is a great school for him, and he feels like that he wanted to go there. Then I support that. I still support him.
Did it catch you off guard when he told you?
Nothing ever catches me off guard. Even the kids that came last year, when I first got the job, that said that they didn't want to be here or things of that nature. So nothing catches me off guard. And that's what my mentor said. Nothing should ever catch you off guard on this level.
You going on vacation?
Oh, I am going on vacation soon.
What's on your playlist describes this recruiting class?
Blessed. And I think Higher is the song that I'm going with right now, the DJ Khaled and Nipsey Hussle. The song Higher, I posted it on my Instagram page because it just talks about, to me, just getting higher than all the things that are happening, and being on a high as well from all the things that's happening, like from getting the #1 recruiting class in the country. So that's basically the song on my playlist that I'm listening to the most.
How do you celebrate when a kid tells you he's committed? Like, do you have a...
Man, it's like a loud scream, the quick feet, jog, high knees, the fist pump, the tiger fist pump, everything happens at once.
You're like hitting like a game-winning shot.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it feels like, because it's a home run. When you do your job, your staff does their jobs, and the kid says, "Okay, I believe you. Okay, and we believe in you now, and we want to come." Man, that's great.
Do you get a sense that the past few weeks have made other staffs across the country pay a little more close attention? I think everybody assumed when you got the job you could get Memphis kids, but going to California, going to New York, beating the Blue Bloods is a different deal altogether.
Yeah, for sure. I think it does. I think that everybody thought it was going to be a show when I took over, and thought it was just going to be like the local kids, and I was going to have a problem recruiting around the country along with my staff, and they definitely underestimated what we could do. And it's really about relationships. If you call a kid, call their parents, and stay in tune with what's going on, and they stay in tune with you, and you can show them how things are going to go, and they watch your style and they like it, then it just kind of, I can't say easier. It's just, you got to feel that, okay, this kid is really feeling us and wants to come and play for us. So I think so. I think that we shocked a lot of people.
You mentioned earlier, you said we're different, and I talked to a coach last week from a prominent program, and he was like, they're different than us, and that's they can resonate with 17-year-olds differently than I can. That's what the coach said. You recognize that early on?
Absolutely. I think that with me coaching middle school, AAU, and high school, with Mike having an AAU program, having kids that are in middle school and high school, and Sam with his expertise of AAU as well, and Tony has been in the game forever, that we identify with the kids differently, and our swag is different. We're not just normal coaches. We're players as well, along with being coaches. So I can never say that enough.
Last year, it was Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers. This year, going to be Memphis Tigers, coached by Penny Hardaway. The pressure shifts to the kids. How do you prepare those guys for the pressure?
Well, our job is to keep the pressure off the kids. I believe in our staff. Mike Miller, unbelievable coach, excellent recruiter. Tony Matlock, unbelievable coach, excellent recruiter. So whoever that next guy, and Sam was so great for us in that aspect as well. The next guy we get in that position is going to be the same way. We can't have anything less. So with having all of that, we have to take the pressure off of the kids.
Who are you wearing?
These are Dior, Christian Dior.
What do you have to do to continue to have the number one recruit?
I'm sorry?
What do you have to, like winning games, the main?
I think to continue this, it's going to be how well you mesh with what you have. The top players are going to do the recruiting for you. And I think that's what's happened with all the top programs around the country. The kids kind of do the recruiting. Hey, man, it's great here. Man, they let you, they let you play. It's a family atmosphere. It's a brotherhood. It's this, it's that. And then the way that you play and your style of playing, plus if you win, you have to win. Kids want to come to a winning program as well.
Saying it's great here, what are you hearing that is like the thing that they enjoy the most about?
I'm sorry?
You say when they tell each other it's great here, come back here, what are you hearing is the thing that they enjoy?
Well, even from last year's group, Jeremiah and those guys was just talking about that we were players, coaches, and that's what kids want to hear. We really let kids play. We don't try to be traditional where you have to set the offense up every time. We're positionless offense, and a lot of kids love that.
You have a medical update from Malcolm?
The last I heard on the medical update with Malcolm was like November-ish with him on recovery and full recovery, and so we'll see. We'll keep monitoring that.
Is that a possibility?
I'm sure if he can't get over the hump, I hope he can. But if he can't get over the hump, then that's a possibility.
Is this without surgery? Is this without surgery?
No, he's had surgery. He had surgery like a month ago.
It's a knee.
Yeah, neat.